So we beat him.
I'm gonna see if my mods will join
and
want to hang out a little bit before I gotta bounce to go to this super secret party that I'm going to for myself.
A few other things for the characters, but once they're done, we'll do the cutscene for that properly.
Oh, there's so many people in my general. Hi, everybody.
Cheering, etc.
All right, I'm just gonna be chilling in this.
And then after that,
mini cutscene, I have so many snacks here. Thank you, Rob.
A minute to walk around.
Thank you for all the snacks. If you're here.
And head towards the leader who will give like a ceremony speech. And because you need to be at a certain point,
so many snacks.
It will be a little bit easier to do the camera controls around you. And
where to find the mod voice?
Oh, hi.
Oh,
so
hello. Hi there.
Oh, hello. Thank you.
Oh, weird. Oh, hi.
Hi.
So many snacks.
I have so many snacks. No, I didn't get a free Slurpee today. No.
Let me make one.
I didn't. Among Us?
Well, it's the free Slurpee is all month long, so
yeah.
Not just today. That's good.
Hello.
Hello, Bean.
Hello.
Hello. How are
Hello.
we doing?
Hi.
The boss fight.
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good.
You're really good.
I'm doing pretty good. All right, I gotta like set this thing up, and I gotta. If I hit this button, what happens?
And then
nothing happens.
I'm gonna put a trigger in that will start the final cutscene.
Oh God!
And then that will
start. Oh, my thing froze. Hang on. That's what happened. That's why I got muted for a second because I have so many snacks. They're all over the place. My USB thing.
And Mud Black.
People have been taking your Fortnite name too literally.
And time.
I just want snacks. So many snacks.
Rain.
I'm jealous of that. That big bag of stroopwafel.
Ooh, so good. Come visit.
Yeah,
Mariah.
definitely have set those like on top of your coffee mug in the morning, like 30 seconds on each side, and it's delicious.
Totally worth the trip just for the stroopwafel.
Ooh.
Especially for just one person working on the coding.
Oh no.
There we go. Oh, hello. Whoa. All right.
Bag of glass or flamethrower. Yeah, those are intense. Oh, I didn't finish what I was saying. Okay, so the game. I didn't even explain the game. I don't even know if anyone's still around. Are you guys anyone still here from the Homsex stream? Is anyone still sticking around? Yes. Okay. Thanks for sticking around, guys. So, to explain the game a little bit further, you play as someone who's in part of a city where there's a viral outbreak, and you're right in near that. And so the city kind of puts up walls and quarantines your area to try to contain it. And after a period of time, there's no emergency services. The resources that were supposed to be delivered are no longer coming in, and phone reception is cut off. So and then, of course, the streets start, things start going wild. People in the streets start getting aggressive. They come over and take your apartment from you, and you're now out on the street. You need to survive, and it's like the Wild West. People are forming factions and trying to survive in this quarantine zone, fighting for resources, trying to find them, loot them. You've got to go around exploring the city, looting areas, abandoned buildings, homes, shops, fighting off other looters, crafting, upgrading your base, and building relationships with characters, and joining factions to find a way out of the city. It's a very complicated game, but I've been working it for a while, and we're getting close to the end now. Well, we're getting there. We're not quite close to the end, but we're getting there. We're getting there. It's single player. So like in-game character factions. Yes, exactly. And you can do quests to gain respect from them and If you have enough rep with a certain gang, they will allow you in if you defeat the... They've got to put you to the test, right? And if you're strong enough, they'll let you in. So that's the part that we're working on now. And then once you're in, if you want to like grow in the rankings, you can do this again with fight different people. So that's just kind of like our boss fight leveling up system. Yeah. And it's also there's going to be scenarios happening before and after the fight that will kind of mix things up, make things a little more interesting, and progress the plot and have some twists, all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm trying to set this up that we can do those cutscenes before and after each of the fights. Pausing the player, resuming the player, starting the fight, pausing, that kind of thing. Teleporting to new scenes. So it's a little bit involved. I'm doing that first. I'm going to put the dialogue in to actually control that part. So I wanted to begin the victory dance after you win the fight. And I want to put in also a trigger which will do a public avoid. You know what? Actually, the trigger will start this one, leader speech after victory. And I'm going to make a small script on a trigger in here to start that when you walk near it. Which I'm realizing is going to have a slightly different effect as well. Because you will be... There's the one thing I gotta be careful of is that I want when you enter the trigger, after your victory, when you come near the boss, or the leader of the gang, when you walk near the leader of the gang, the next cutscene happens. But if you finish the fight in that area, I want to secretly move you slightly away from it, so that you can still trigger at the right time. So I think I'm going to have the trigger always on and just keep track if you're in it or if you've exited. And if you're still in it when the boss fight is done, I'll then move you out of it and convert it over to the other thing. So we're going to we'll put a little trigger in here with a script to do those things. So at the moment, I think I did an Olympic size lockout of a pool. It's going to be an abandoned pool where you're fighting in. But I think it might be a bit big. So I'm going to probably downsize. This is where I might need to talk to a level designer and see what they have to say about it. So let's say if you come in between this area, make it transparent. So if we go into this area, and we'll start the cutscene. Maybe a cylinder. Actually, the least, I believe that the least processing is the same shape as the thing. If they're just both colliders the same shape, so if I do a capsule, that's probably best. And I think that's the best shape to do. Let's see now. So if we come in within this, it'll trigger the cutscene. Yeah, right now we're listening to this here. We'll make a new script called Talk to Leader. The Pit Talk to Leader. Trigger. Okay, hopefully it's descriptive enough. Need to make sure this is actually a trigger. god, I need some tips, Lynn. I stress out pretty quickly around 2-3 hours of work. What kind of work are you doing? Diffusing bombs! All day! What is fire? Yeah. It's just only 2 edit is within that. So if you're in combat, we're gonna keep in here. We'll